PSVR2 might actually be the VR experience a lot of people have been waiting for. Recently, Sony released the official tech specs for their next virtual reality headset and the new VR2 Sense companion controllers. Now, it looks like both VR enthusiasts and those who have been waiting in the wings for the right headset have something to look forward to. The PlayStation VR2 will provide a 4K VR gaming experience with an OLED display that will provide 2000 by 2040 resolution for each eye and target frame rates up to 120 frames per second. The lenses are adjustable and will have a 110-degree field of view, which is a solid benchmark for a VR headset. Developers can use the power of that display to do all sorts of weird tricks, but basically PSVR2 is packing some heat in service of creating a smoother experience and reducing that screen door effect you get with a lot of VR headsets. The PSVR2 will also have inside-out tracking, so no need for a camera or IR towers, but unfortunately it will require a wired connection. Outside of the wire, onboard storage, and integrated audio, PSVR2 has Oculus Quest 2 beat everywhere else. And since it's powered by the PS5, the PSVR2 is a lot closer to more expensive headsets like the HTC Vive or the Valve Index. The good news is the wired connection is a single USB-C cable that can be plugged into the front of a PS5. So no digging around behind the entertainment center and no need to leave the headset connected or out somewhere just lying around when you aren't using it. But wait, it gets better. The technology used for haptic feedback in the PS5 DualSense controllers is being used in the new VR2 Sense controllers, but it's also being used in the headset itself. So imagine something subtle like an enhanced heartbeat effect, or maybe something more dramatic like the feeling of something actually going just past your head. The other advantage is PSVR2 will be implementing eye tracking, which can be used for all sorts of neat stuff when it comes to rendering in-game assets, or it can be used to create an even stronger sense of depth. But there are likely other unexplored gameplay applications here as well. What's really exciting about the PSVR2 though is it has the potential to broaden the overall VR audience, while also encouraging publishers to spend more money on VR game development. This in turn will push the medium forward by offering new types of high-end gaming experiences that are hopefully more accessible than VR gaming has been in the past. You know, with the caveat that PS5s actually become more readily available. The headset's still a ways out, so there's always hope. Now, when it comes to the overall VR audience and getting more people interested in VR gaming, the Oculus Quest 2 has actually been selling really well considering, but its specs are pretty limiting, preventing more robust games from achieving greatness and from reaching that high-fidelity VR future we were all promised years ago. To make matters worse, with Facebook, now Meta, focusing its efforts on building a metaverse, there's concerns over what types of projects will be funded for Oculus and if games will become more of an afterthought as a result. It also might mean that Meta will focus on creating a cheaper headset. Enter Sony with the PSVR2, which generates a need for more game developers looking to push VR to the limit. PlayStation also has a back catalog of VR games that are in theory hardware compatible with the PS5, like Resident Evil 7, but since the specs of the PSVR2 are so good, it could in theory allow first-party developers to share assets with internal VR teams to make new experiences based on current first-party titles, which is kind of what we saw when Sony and Guerrilla Games showed off the Horizon Call of the Mountain trailer. So virtual reality didn't end up being the next big move for games as a medium like a lot of people were hoping, but admittedly the PSVR2 is kind of promising and I'm sure we're gonna get some cool games out of it. So basically, if the stars align, PS5 start becoming more available, the PSVR2 isn't priced too high, somewhere between $300 and $400, and we get a few really cool new takes on what VR can do, backed by a few ports of VR games that are already well liked, Sony could have a real winner on their hands, and certainly a way to separate themselves from their competition. If you're interested in the topic, Digital Foundry did a breakdown and a 30-minute conversation about the implications of PSVR2, so you should go check that out. I've never really been a VR guy myself, but I have to say it's an exciting time for the space. Now we can only hope Sony plays their cards right to get Half-Life Alyx as a launch title. Thanks for watching everyone, and we'll catch you on the next one.